Franco will bring the army from Castile. The ambassador will complain, causing a schism. Rivere's men will be part of the force. The great man will be denied entry to the Gulf. When the venerable pontiff's hour has come, a Roman of good age shall be elected, of whom it will be said that he dishonored his throne though he held it long, with virtuous acts. First in France, first in Romania, by land and sea to the English in Paris. Marvelous deeds by the Great Alliance. The violent brute will lose Lorraine. Pasteur will be celebrated almost as a godlike figure. This is when the moon completes her great cycle, but by other rumors, he shall be dishonored. For a long time, I have been making many predictions, far in advance, of events since come to pass, naming the particular locality. I acknowledge all to have been accomplished through divine power and inspiration. The spirit of the kingdom undermines its defenses. People will rise against the king. A new peace is made, holy laws deteriorate. Paris has never before found herself in such dire straits. It is the circuit of the great ruinous deed, when the name of the seventh is that of the fifth, when the third, even greater, the warlike stranger will take Paris, nor will Provence save her. A great stench will come from Lausanne, but they will not know its origin. They will put out all people from distant places, fire seen in the sky, a foreign nation defeated. The young man, born to rule England, which his dying father commended to him. Once his father is dead, London will cavil. The kingdom is taken back from his son. The great satyr, and tiger of Hyrcania, presents a gift to those of the ocean. A fleet's chief will set out from Carmania, one who will take land at the Tiran Phaeacian. The perfect knowledge of events cannot be acquired without divine inspiration, since all prophetic inspiration receives its prime motivating force from God the Creator, then from good fortune and nature. A greater persecution shall befall the Christian Church than has ever been in Africa, and will last until the year 1792, when there will be a revision of centuries. The great empire will be torn from limb, the all-powerful one for more than 400 years, great power given to the dark one from slaves come. 45 steps the sky will burn. Fire approaching the large new city. Instantly a great thin flame will leap, when someone will want to test the Normans. There will be a great loss of learning before the moon's full cycle is completed. Fire and floods will be fomented by ignorant rulers, much time will go by before it is rectified. That which neither weapon nor flame could accomplish, will be achieved by a sweet, speaking tongue in council. For the demise of the Latin monarch, he who will reign with help and support, will burn a brilliant fire. The republic's booty divided, and its bold dream disappeared. In the city that the wolf enters, enemies will be close by. An alien force will sack a great country. Allies will cross the mountains and the borders. Because of the vulgar advent, I decided to give way and, by dark and cryptic sentences, tell of the causes of the future mutation of mankind, especially the most urgent ones, and the ones I perceived, and in a manner that would not upset their fragile sentiments. I find by my calculations, which are according to revealed inspiration, that the sword of death is now approaching us, in the shape of pestilence, war more horrible than has been known in 3 lifetimes, and famine. To the Spains will come a very powerful king, by land and sea subjugating the south. This will cause harm, lowering again the crescent, clipping the wings of those of Friday. In the 3rd month, the sun rising, the boar and the leopard on the field of Mars to fight, the tired leopard raises its eye to the heavens, sees an eagle playing around the sun. Events of human origin are uncertain, but all is regulated and governed by the incalculable power of God, inspiring us not through drunken fury, nor by frantic movement, but through the influences of the stars. The army of the sea shall stand before the city, then shall go away for a passage that shall not be very long, as a great prey of citizens shall be holding the ground. The fleet returns. The great emblem recovered. Despite all the silver of Diana and Mercury, their images will be found on the lake. For the sculptor looking for new clay, he and his people will be flooded with gold. On the fields of Media, of Arabia, and of Armenia, 2 great armies will assemble thrice. The host near the bank of the Araxes, they will fall in the land of the great Suleiman. In Germany, a new sect shall be born which shall renew ancient pagan times. Through the feigned fury of divine emotion, the wife of the Great One will be badly wronged. Judges, wishing to condemn such a doctrine, the victim will be sacrificed to the ignorant people. Hercules king of Rome and of Denmark, 3 times one surnamed de Gaulle will lead, Italy and the one of Saint Mark to tremble, first monarch, renowned above all. A common soldier will make an empire, but he will eventually meet his fate, and be condemned to the great rock. A soldier of fortune with twisted tongue will come to pillage the sanctuary of the gods. To the heretics he will open the gate, thus stirring up the church militant. The year 1999, 7th month, from the sky will come a great king of terror. To bring back to life the great king of the Mongols, before and after Mars to reign by good luck. The blood of the just will be demanded of London, burnt by fire in the year 66. The ancient lady will fall from her high place, and many of the same sect will be killed. The religion of the name of the seas will triumph against the sect of the son of Adalunkatif. The obstinate, lamented sect will be fearful of the two wounded by Aleph and Aleph. A great war shall burst forth from fishes of steel, machines of flying fire, lobsters, grasshoppers, mosquitoes. The mass attacks shall be repulsed in the woods, when no child in Germany shall obey any longer. Born in poverty, he will take supreme power. He will bankrupt the country. Raising an army in the Milanese marches, he will drain Faenza and Florence of gold and people. From the depths of the west of Europe, a young child will be born of poor people. He who by his tongue will seduce a great troop, his fame will increase towards the realm of the east. The sudden death of the leading man will cause change, making another man leader. Soon, but too late, the young man will attain high office. By land and sea, he will be feared. The year 1999, 7th month, from heaven will come a great king of terror, to bring back to life the great king of Angolmois. Before and after Mars to reign by good luck. Near the gates and within 2 cities, there will be scourges, the like of which was never seen, famine within plague, people put out by steel, crying to the great immortal God for relief. Sooner and later, you will see great changes made, dreadful horrors and vengeances. For as the moon is thus led by its angel, the heavens draw near to the balance. One whom the infernal gods of Hannibal will cause to be reborn, terror of mankind, never more horror nor worse days in the past than will come to the Romans through Babel. Very near Och, Lecter, and Morand, great fire will fall from the sky for 3 nights. A most stupendous and astonishing event will occur. Very soon afterwards, the earth will tremble. In England, one without a trace of royalty will master. 20 months he will rule, 20 months he will bleed the lands, then his end comes quickly. At 45 degrees, the sky will burn. Fire to approach the great new city. In an instant, a great scattered flame will leap up, when one will want to get evidence from the Normans. Earth-shaking fire from the center of the earth will cause tremors around the new city. 2 great rocks will war for a long time, then Arethusa will redden the new river. A nuclear bomb will explode in 2022, which will lead to climate changes, and changes in the Earth's position. This will also lead to floods and earthquakes.